Today's video is sponsored by Ian's Display Stands, as well as Docking Bay 94, located in Boca Raton, Florida, and Famous Faces and Funnies, located in Melbourne, Florida. Check out the links below, and remember, shipping is nationwide. Okay, wow, it feels like it's been a while since our last comic recap. I can't believe we're at part 9 of this massive 10-issue story arc. And in case you forgot, I'm going to warn you beforehand, this issue is going to be a little messy because we have all these parties converging onto Springfield to rescue Sean Collins, or as 2/3 of the parties involved think the original Snake Eyes. As we do with every comic recap, we look at the variant covers. I got cover A and cover B by Jamie Sullivan, but look at the 4 on the bottom. Those are exclusives, and one is by Mike Mayhew. Alright, so we're going to begin with the quote-unquote air team, as Hawk referred to them. The point is going to be Ripcord along with Muskrat, Tunnel Rat, Airborne, and Lady J. They've already made contact with the Ocktoberguard, which was unexpected, but nonetheless happy to do so. And now they're working to their way to the basement of the community center. Sean, aka Snake Eyes, has already escaped, and Cobra personnel are on high alert. As soon as Torpedo blasts the door open, Cobra personnel a few floors below begin to realize they have more than a Snake Eyes on the loose to worry about. What makes these panels interesting is the hierarchy, as the Crimson Guard Immortal seems to be the one delegating orders to the regular Siegie, the Night Viper, and the Nightcreeper. In last issue, Snake Eyes, aka Sean, shoots Cobra Commander during his escape. He orders female Siegie Laura to sneak up behind Snake Eyes, knowing full well it is a pointless suicide mission. We like Laura. In the beginning of this story arc, we saw how the loss of lives during the Fort Wadsworth campaign really bothered her. She has a sense of duty and honor, and we will see how her allegiance is misplaced, as the other Cobras have no regard for her well-being. Speaking of Sean, aka Snake Eyes, we see the Nightcreepers boasting how they own the darkness as soon as the Immortal kills the light. I'm thinking these guys are newbies and about to find out why they call Sean the last brother of the Arashikage. We check in with the air team, Ripcord's bunch, making their way downstairs. At the same time, a group of Nightcreepers is also making their way. Both teams are trying to make their way to the secret basement where Sean is prowling. Now remember, Laura's trying to sneak up on him too. Okay, so now we're going to head outside. Outside, Cobra reinforcements make their way to the community center, with the Ocktoberguard standing in their way. They came out of hiding to also help save Snake Eyes. Now they are taking on the dirty work. Outnumbered, outgunned, they make their stand. Now they just have 2 stolen Hiss tanks at their disposal versus all these different versions of Hiss tanks. Version 1, version 2, and version 5. Now you want to talk about all guts and little glory? Man, these guys are the shiz. Meanwhile, both the Nightcreepers and Laura are on top of Sean. Foolishly, one of the Nightcreepers yells out, "He's here!" giving away their position. A bullet ricochets off the Alley Viper shield Sean stole, and it hits Laura in the shoulder. Sean then chucks the shield at one of the Nightcreepers and returns fire to subdue the bunch. Man, these guys are probably the worst ninjas ever. They suck. We now check in with yet another party, the Arashikage Clan. Night Vipers use their night vision and spot an old lady in the hallway. Of course, this isn't any old lady. It's Granny, the matriarch of the clan. She roundhouses the unsuspected Vipers with her purse full of bricks. Stormy, Jinx, Scarlet, Dawn, Budo, and little Milo join her. Yet, they brought a little kid with them as well. Jeez. Back outside with the Ocktoberguard, it is just a matter of time before Cobra forces overrun them. Now, during the barrage of fire, Deanna gets injured. Stormovic yells at Horseshoe to pull her out and continues to hold off Cobra forces while he extracts Deanna to safety. Now, meanwhile, we're going to return into the inside security corridor where Sean continues to school the Nightcreepers on ninjutsu. The Nightcreepers cannot believe he is mounting this offensive without the use of night vision. Sean notices the injured Laura, and you know he's going to do the right thing and come to her aid, while the Cobras had little to no regard for her well-being. The air team and a Siegie unit are finally face to face. The Joes take full advantage of the high ground and unleash a ton of hurt. Neo Diaz's artwork is once again killing it on this full page. Wow. We jump back outside with, of all people, Zartan and the Dreadnoks ripping through Cobra perimeter. En route to aid of the Ocktoberguard, Stormovic calls to the other Ocktoberguardsmen to rally to him as they are being surrounded. It doesn't look like the Dreadnoks are going to make it in time, and you could see at this point it's just a matter of time. When all of a sudden, Candy's van shows up. Remember, Candy's van is made up of Stalker's team that includes Rock and Roll, Wade Collins, and Clutch. Clutch yells at Breckoff, "Jump in!" And we see Breckoff and the other Ocktoberguardsmen waiting in anticipation for the door open so they could jump in and hightail the hell out of there. While the Siegies and Air team are volleying back and forth, another Viper team is making its way behind the Air team in hopes of catching them in a crossfire. In another part of the downstairs, the Arashikage are the first to make contact with Sean, who is carrying Laura on his back. Now, Sean is telling these guys, all right, we need to go back. And they pretty soon understand why really quickly. And that is to cut off that second team in order to help out their comrades that are unsuspecting of the crossfire that's being set up. And we see Budo here just plowing through a Crimson Guard Immortal and trying to help to break this crossfire up. Now we have the Air team and the Arashikage Clan together. With Sean finally with them, they decide to go out the same way the ninjas came in. But before leaving through Dr. Mindbender's lab, they decide to plant C4 explosives to prevent Cobra forces from coming in through the stairway. And we see here Torpedo lighting the fuse or lighting that candle, and the Cobra is realizing that that entry has now been blocked off due to the explosion. Back outside, Zartan and the Dreadnoughts finally make their way to join up with Candy's van team and the Ocktoberguard. This victory is short-lived as Cobra has reinforcements circling around this coalition when suddenly in the command Suburban, Duke breaks through. And man, I hate to see the insurance bill on all of this because remember they're using, regular vehicles in this. Heat Vipers manage to burn a hole into the security tunnel when they stumble upon Cobra Commander and Mindbender. A Cobra officer gives HCC the lowdown. Afterwards, he orders a CG unit to form a blockade at the end of the Arashikage's escape, with another unit to block off the route that they are coming from, basically sandwiching them. And talk about going into a hornet's nest. The Greyhound buses full of the pit team finally arrive, along with the heavy armor that they managed to bring with them. But there's a huge problem. With the massive Cobras on foot behind them, it's going to be impossible to unload the trucks. And as we can see, it looks like our Joes are about to become trapped. We see Duke asking Mainframe if he has made contact with the Joes, the Arashikage Joes, and the airborne team that are inside. But because they're deep within them, there's no way for FM to get through. The Arashikage and air team are about to exit from the hospital entrance that the Arashikage came from. And as Cobra Commander ordered, a unit of Cobra troopers and CGs are blocking their escape. Stormy and Scarlet know There's only one way out, and that is through them. But Cobra Commander has another diabolical plan, and he orders to blow the entire tunnel, killing everyone. Woo! So next month, the conclusion of this 10-issue series, Snake Hunt.